Doing a little more rod building. We checking in from South Carolina tonight. Hope y'all having a great Tuesday night. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm losing track of my days, everybody. I'm losing track of my days. I'm losing track. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday, though. Put a couple guides on this rod tonight. Do another Lauer or something, something like that. What is up? What's up, y'all? Birch, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you are doing good tonight. Welcome, welcome. Liam Austin, what's up, brother? Welcome. We're gonna put a couple guides on tonight. Oveto Fishing, what's up, man? How you been? Been doing good? Hope you've been doing well, man. It's some nice stainless steel. It's got a nice stainless insert on it, y'all. These guides right here are pretty nice. These are pretty sweet guides. They're just OME. OME stainless. They're pretty sweet. Get the insert. I like that insert. Kind of breaks it up a little bit. It's not all black. Most of them are all black like that. I got these different. I got two sets of these right here with the stainless steel. They're pretty nice. Look sweet. Appreciate that, man. This rod right here is going to be looking good. It'll start looking more like a rod. Y'all know how it is. I'm going to put these two guides on it tonight. It'll start looking like an actual rod, everybody. It'll start actually looking like a fishing rod then. Let me get a few pieces of tape here ready. These are my little thin pieces. This is what I'm going to hold down the guide with. Foot of the guide to the blank. They are pretty nice. This thing will start finally looking like a rod once we get these guides on it. Finally start looking like a rod. Hoping I can hold it down with it. Yeah, put that on backwards. You're going to put that on backwards. I don't want to do all that. Get that right there. Do I like that? There we go. Pop it down on there like that. That way that holds it down. Once I get a little bit of my thread on it, then I can pull that off. Get rid of it and stuff. Just picked up an Abu 6500 CT rocket for 75. What? Man, that was a steal right there, brother. That's a steal. Shoot. I wish I could find a deal like that. Congratulations. Hope you're doing good tonight, man. You ought to be feeling pretty good, man, making a deal like that. That would be funny, giving someone a rod with a backwards guide and seeing their reaction. Yeah, man, they'd probably want their money back, and I wouldn't blame them. You know, the craziest thing about that is I put a guide on backwards. I mean, I caught myself. I actually started tying that thing. Now, back when I first started, by all means, but I did do that one time. But I didn't get too far before I realized it. What was going on. Caught on to it pretty quick. Start this guide here. Get this thing straight and curved out. There we go. That's not looking bad. I don't know if you saw my comment that streamed or two ago, but my dad is apparently friends with the best smallmouth fisherman in Iowa. Really? That's, man, that's awesome right there, brother. I must have missed that comment. That's nice, man. We got a pro bass fisherman here in the town I live in. He's pretty known for the smallmouth. I think his name is Shaw, is his last name. We do some work for him quite a bit. Don't be getting loose on me. I'm almost there. We've almost made it to salvation. All right, we got to tighten this up very carefully. We're starting to make our transfer from the blank to the guide. Careful, everybody, right here on this part. We're gonna put a double. We're gonna double wrap this thing back down, and once we get further down the blank, we probably won't double guide it, but we're gonna keep double guiding it down here near the butt. Keep that double wrap on that guide. I got to keep this neon green. It takes a little bit longer when I use this color or a lighter color like this because I don't want to have any gaps in it. I want it all tight as can be. It'll bleed through with this thread right here because it's such a light thread like a neon. All right, we're off to a good start here on this one. I'm fixing to tear into this aboo. I hear you, man. Give it a good cleaning. What's up, John? Welcome, man. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well, brother. Hope you are doing well. I'm doing good for a Tuesday night. This is where that power wrapper would come into good use. That power wrapper would do me wonders right now. I'd have to figure out how to use it though. I'm not real good at no power wrapper. I'm not used to wrapping that fast. I'm used to wrapping everything by hand. Every rod I've ever done, I've done it just like the way you're seeing right now. I've done it all wrapping by hand. Gotta go have a good night. Man, appreciate you dropping in, Birch. Excuse me, y'all. Appreciate you dropping in, brother. Hope you have a great night. Hope you have a great night, brother. There we go. Keep rolling like you're supposed to. This thing's going to have a pop to it. For sure. These guides being covered with a neon green like this is going to pop. Oh, that green. That black's going to want to come through on my mark. I got to start taking them marks off and start remembering that. Take them black marks off of my white blanks. That might come through a little bit. It's possible that could come through. It's okay, though. The machine seems like it would take all the fun out of it. The machine seemed like, yeah, I enjoy doing it by hand like this. I don't get in no rush. My hand starts getting tired, I'll take a little break. Chill out, let the dog outside. Or usually I'm doing other stuff like laundry and crap. I don't know if y'all got any kids or children. Y'all, I got a 15-year-old son. All right. Y'all, I think that Joker changes clothes 3 times a day. I don't know how he ends up with so many clothes. We're like 2 little bachelors living over here, and I gotta wash 3 loads a week. I'm like, bro, we shouldn't have to wash but a load a week, maybe 2. We out here washing 3 loads a week. Yeah, I know y'all watching me think, dang, that dude's good, ain't you? Y'all, yeah, I know what you're saying. Dang, that dude's good. Look at him. Oh, goodness. Doo-doo draws or what, ain't it, man? That's what I'm thinking. 8 daughters and 1 son. Talk about laundry. I bet so. Good Lord. What's up, Thumble? I bet so, brother. That's a... Look, that's awful. That's awful, man. I feel sorry for you. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's too much there. At one time, I had my son and my daughter and me. That was enough for me. Right there, for sure. That was enough alone. There we go. That ought to do it. Hope you're doing good, Dan. I feel like I just got done talking to you, brother. That's how close we are. You know, there is one thing that a lot of times I don't practice it. And it's just a little tip if anybody does rod building or does anything like that, man. See you later, John, man. Appreciate you jumping in, brother. Appreciate you jumping in. Is that when you're doing this, it's like a rule of thumb. It's just this is good practice when you're doing rod building is to take, and when you're pulling through, like right now, I'm getting ready to pull through my tab. It's always good to take on spinning rods and pull your tab through on the bottom side, which is the side y'all are looking directly at. That way, if there's any imperfections or where you pull your tab through and everything is not noticeable. See, so when the rod's down like that, it'll be down here. So if it's not the most perfect thing, you got it all. Everything up here stays that way. You put all your tie-throughs down here, and if you're doing a casting, it's the opposite. You know what I mean? That way, when you're looking at it, all your tie-ins and all your pull-throughs are on the opposite side of you. For cosmetic reasons. Y'all know what I mean. Cosmetic reasons. Chris, what's up, brother? Change 30 times a day. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, it seems like that, y'all. It seems like these kids, man, these kids are sitting here. I don't know where they wear it. I don't know how they get all these clothes. I don't know how they get all these clothes dirty like they do. A good sharp blade is ideal. It makes life so much easier. Make that thing disappear. What kind of rod are you building? Right now, this rod is a 7-foot light action. Light power with a moderate action. Spinning rod is what we're building right here. It's going to be used for, it's going to be called the bait runner. It's kind of what we're calling it right now, the bait runner. The old bait runner. Good vision is a must also. Yeah, something I'm starting to lose slowly, I do believe. I wish my jeans every day because I wash my jeans because I do auto towing with a wrecker. They get cleaned immediately, tossed. That's like, hey man, that's like being a plumber, Hoss. When you're a plumber, you'll clean up right directly when you get home. You get them clothes off. You get them clothes off. Yeah, this is gonna be a sweet rod when we get done with it, though. It's already looking real good. It's already looking nice. Say, I haven't given this rod a name yet. A name on my rods is just going to be like a bait runner rod. Haven't given it a good name yet. Cutting these close. I'm going to make these bands not huge, but they're not going to be small, so I'm not worried about covering it up or getting it covered up for that matter. I'll have the tail end covered. Here we go. Uh-oh, here comes the rowdy dog. Here comes the vicious man-eater. She's coming in here to get her a little drink of water. She was a man-eater, y'all. She ain't got much. She ain't got a whole lot of teeth left, so she ain't as tough as she used to be. She laid down with us. She's hanging out in here with us. She's hanging out in here with us. There we go. Having a time getting these bands straight lately. Usually don't have as much trouble. Why did I drop my... Put that out the way. What kind of cut is that? Who cut that like that? I swear sometimes you get in a position like on here, you can't do nothing with it. Can't do nothing with it. How many rods do you have for sale and where can I look at buying one? Man, I don't have really any for sale right now. I just kind of build them to order as custom as when people order them. Just kind of build them to whatever somebody wants customly. I don't have any for sale like that. Every now and then I get ahead of myself and I get an extra rod, but lately, nah, man. I've just been trying to keep up with people that's ordered them. I don't really have a website or nothing like that. It's kind of hard to have a website or anything like that on custom rods, you know. I could have a nice art gallery. That's about it. So, I think we're going to do a green strip in the middle, one green band in the middle, nice little accent, and then another black one. Let's see what that looks like real quick. Won't take but a minute. I don't mind talking to people about rods, though. We can talk about it sometime or something if you want to contact me. If you're thinking about getting one built or doing something like that, you know. We can definitely talk about it. I'm cool with that. I just don't, man. I just don't have a... It's hard to have a little gallery or anything like that with doing the custom rods like this. But we can talk. I can send you over some ideas, show you what I've done, show you what we got, give you an idea. Let me see. Y'all, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to shoot somebody out with a nice hat like this or something. One of these nice hats and a fishing towel and some koozies and decals and stuff. I'm going to put a nice package together when we hit 1,000 subs. I think we're at like 300 or something like that now, a little over 300. Make sure y'all are liking the videos too as well and sub to the page. I'll sub back if I can on you. If you ain't private or nothing, if I can find you on there. Sometimes people sub to my page, but they have it on where you can't see them publicly on other people's that they're subscribers, so it's hard to find you. But I will sub back to anybody if I can. For sure. But we're trying to get to 1,000 subs, everybody. When we hit that, we'll do a nice little shootout for somebody. Heck yeah. We hit 10,000 subs, and I'll build y'all a rod. 10,000 subs, and I'll build y'all a fishing rod. And if you don't believe me, go over there and look on Facebook. If you don't believe I'll do it, I'm about that. I'm about that. You know what I mean? Oh goodness. I know I'll be cutting up, y'all. I'll be cutting up a little bit. We ain't trying to cut no thread tonight. That's what we're not trying to do. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get my stuff straight here. Get about 1 or 2 more pull-throughs with that. This one's starting to get old. After I pull about 20 of them through with a pull-through string, I go ahead and change it out. I don't like to take no risk in getting a band all the way almost done and then it popping off and not thread coming loose on you like that. It's awful. Yeah, that'll work good because the end of these bands, see, they will match up to our other bands on the front side. I'll show y'all what this thing looks like here in a minute. Y'all hang out. Show y'all what it looks like. Show y'all what this is all about. It's starting to look like a rod now, finally. Starting to finally look like a fishing rod. It's starting to finally look like one of them things you use for catching fish. Finally. Boop. He will do it. He has on the Facebook Lives. That's right. You tell him. That's right. That's right. I will. I will. We hit 10,000. We hit 10,000 subs on here. Thump them, and Chris knows we hit 10,000 subs. Shoot. I'll do it. Y'all, this thing's starting to look pretty good. Starting to look like a fishing rod. That matches up good. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. That pops right there. When I like to try when I'm doing a rod, y'all. I like to try to have it black. Whatever thread meets the blank, and that's the end of it, you know, that's where the thread stops. I always try to make it match on the whole rod. Like, see here how it goes black, yellow, whatever. You know, it's black right here touching the blank. Black touching the blank here, black touching the blank here. Black, 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 black. I like to do it that way. I don't know why. It seems like it makes it more uniform. It makes it just look a lot, you know, more there. Yeah, man, that thing's starting to look like a... That thing's starting to look sweet, y'all. I like these guys. They sit a little higher than the other ones, too. You can't see it from here, really, but they sit about almost a half an inch. They sit about half an inch higher than the normal standard guides. So, and they're a little bit bigger around. Appreciate that, El. Appreciate that, Elvito. Appreciate it, man. Still thinking, I don't know, y'all. Something needs to happen down here. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if I need to do something with that or not. It just seems blank right there. I'm wondering if he wants to put a decal in right there to look good. It would look good to put a decal in maybe right there or something. That just seems like a lot of space you can do something with that has no purpose on the rod except for strength. You know, like I say, I don't want to do nothing past this guide. If I do anything past this guide, I'm starting to mess with my action and sensitivity of the rod. And I don't like to do that, y'all. But this thing is starting to look like a fishing rod. Yeah. That guy ain't too bad. Y'all approve of that? Appreciate that. The light in here ain't quite doing it justice. Oh, that's where the decal's going to go. Put a decal in right here. Nice marble job. This glows in the dark. It does glow in the dark. I'm pretty sure. I think it glows in the dark. What's up, badass barista? What is up? Welcome, welcome. We're showing off this rod. I put a guide on it. Put a guide on this fishing rod just now. Just got done doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Doing things like that. Oh. I'm boring these people. Boring these people on here on this live. Doing fishing rod stuff. Coming along pretty decent with this. I don't know what to name this rod. I haven't given a name to this rod yet. Ah. Oh yeah. I haven't given this rod a name yet. There's all kinds of names with these colors that it has, though. You can come up with all kinds of names for it. Damn, that thing's sweating like hell. What y'all think? Y'all just seen the rod. What do y'all think we need to name this rod? I usually give them a name in the shop. That don't mean that's what it's going to be when it gets to the person, but this rod is going to be used for catching panfish, brim, and stuff like that, for eating, and this guy does a lot of catfishing, so he uses it for bait. And here in South Carolina, you can use any kind of game fish for bait as long as you catch it on a rod and reel. If you catch it with a net, it's illegal. But if you catch it with the rod and reel, it's perfectly legal to use as bait. 90% of the time I go out catfishing, I take a rod and reel, and I catch me about 10 brim. Then I can fish with them. Then I can use them as bait. Pan Slayer. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good, badass barista. What's up, Beck? Welcome, welcome, man. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. William Jones, what's up, brother? Lip Ripper. Lip Ripper sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good, too. The old Lip Ripper. That's a good name for a bass rod, too. Oh, bass rod. Got an awesome bait maker named Rip 'em Lips Lures, man. Check him out. His name's Rippin' Lips Lures. He's an awesome custom bait maker. No. Can't use game fish in Missouri, but my God, will a whole live crappie get you a blue? You're right, man. You're right. I usually don't use like brim and stuff. Like I don't catch bass and crappie and crappie and stuff like that. I don't use those for bait. I usually just use brim, shad, stuff like that. You know, that's usually what I use. Something about them brim. Them blues, man. Them blue cats love some brim. Blue cats love some brim. Love some brim. I'm watching a guy build a fishing rod because I want to get my therapy in. It's cold. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready. I need some therapy myself. I ain't been fishing in a good while now. I took my boat and it's halfway took it apart because I'm trying to get it ready for repairs for spring. When spring hits and the stripers start running. And it's just been too dang cold to take the kayak and windy to take the kayak out. So I haven't fished in I might be going on 3 weeks without fishing. Water blues down here, restricted part of the river. Wait, winter blues down here. I got you, man. In the old sip. I got you, old Miss Sip. You know that camp and restricted part of the river? You know that camp and restricted part of the river? Thumpum, are you talking about that? Are you talking about the what's called that Shaw Recreation Area there on Watery Lake? Is that what you're talking about, bud? Wind has been bad lately, yo. Are you talking about the Shaw Air Force Recreation Area? It's an Air Force recreation area that is on Lake Wateree, which is a lake that's about 12 miles from me. It's the main lake I fish in, which is the same lake that supplies the Wateree River. You said, yeah, I got you. No, if we're talking about the same place, it's not really restricted. It's just that if you're not military, you can't camp in the lodges there, and like some of the boat docks and the ramps off limits to people because it's for military use only. Now, as far as like the area right there in the lake, it's just inside of a cove. I mean, yeah, I can come up and dock. I've been on the docks. I've actually docked on it myself before and went up there and talked to people and done a few things and some other people that I knew that were staying out there as a guest or something. But mainly the restricted part of it is you have to be military to access it. You know what I mean? To be able to get into the lodge and all that. And it's like it's just right beside a big marina that's already there that's public. But as far as like the restricted part, it's just the camp recreation area is restricted. It has a bunch of lodges in it and stuff. It's like a retreat for the Air Force whenever they're, you know what I mean, like on leave or something like that. It's where they can go there and have access to it. And I guess, they don't have to worry about the general public being in there crowding them and stuff. There's an access to the water. Yeah. I mean, their access is the same. It's to the big lake right here. You know what I mean? That we got here. It's like you have the Shaw Air Force Base right there. That not base, but the recreation area, and then literally beside it, joining it, is what's called White Oak, and that's public. That one's public. That's why I always put my boat in at, which is literally right beside the Shaw. But it's not really restricted. It's just restricted to like civilian use as far as staying in the campgrounds and doing all that and everything. I still go over there though. Not like in a bad way, but it's not like that, like the military, guarding it. It's like you ain't gonna be able to stay a night there. You'll not stay over there, If you were to be out there, you can go up there and go around there. You just can't without military ID. There's quite a bit of amenities there you can't use. What's up, man? God bless you too, brother, man. Appreciate you jumping in here, man. Ah, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing good. You catch fish in Santee? Yeah, I sure do, man. I do a good little bit of catfishing up there. I want to start doing some crappie fishing and stuff up there and do a little more bass fishing up there. All I've really done in Santee is catfish because there's some big old monster catfish in there. But heck yeah, man, I like to get up in them cypresses back up in there in the swamp. Catch one of them big old double digits. I know they're up in there. Do a lot of catfishing though. I do a lot of catfishing in Wateree, the lake I was just talking about, and Santee. I don't make it up to Santee as much as Wateree. I don't make it to Santee as much because I'm about 45 minutes from Santee Lake or so. But I do. I have fished it a good bit, and I'm going to fish it again. That's why I'm working on my boat right now. I'm trying to get my boat. One thing I'm doing is getting the trailer axles and the tires all straightened out and the lights. Because I got little 8-inch tires on it now. I'm trying to get up to at least 10s, maybe 12s on that dang thing so I can pull it without the tires spinning 490 mile an hour. Crappie killing here in Green Lake. Lots of 3+ pounders. Man, I'd love to catch a 3 pound. That one ain't 3 pounds back there. That was about 2.5 pounds. It didn't even break 3. But I will. We will break 3. That ain't that. My dad caught that fish. I just put it up on the wall back there, so if nobody asks, they think I caught it. And then as long as they don't ask, I ain't lying. I'm just kidding. Oh Lord. Sometimes I just be kidding. Sometimes I go off the wall. Tighten my tightens down. That one is though. That one back there's only about 2.5. About 2.5. It was caught out of the Wateree. I know there's some monsters in Santee over here where we're at. Famous for them, is it? Man, heck yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to recall where you're at, buddy, because that lake sounds familiar. Where are you at, man? I'm trying to think of where that lake's at, because it sounds. I know it's ringing a bell here. It's just not quite chiming right. I can't think about where that is. I feel like where's that at? Arkansas? I have no idea. I'll be honest. Why does it sound so familiar though? Sounds familiar. Mississippi. You did say the shit, didn't you, man? What the hell? I'm shooting blanks here. Good Lord. Jeez. My bad. Tony. Oh crap. Tony, look what you made me do, man. How you doing tonight, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing good tonight, brother. I was just kidding about that, man. I had to blame it, man. You just came in the chat and I kind of messed up there a little bit, so I had to blame it on somebody, man. We'll get somebody else next time, don't worry. I'm gonna double this one up right here. I fished a PD near Engensville. Really? Oh shit. Really, man? Well, that's one thing I've never fished that I do want to fish is the PD. There's some big old cats up in the PD, but I've never fished it, man. I've always wanted to, though. Fish the old PD River. The closest for me probably about the same like Santee. I'm probably about 40. I'm probably about 40 minutes from the closest shot that I can get into the PD, and I think that's Gavin's Ferry. If you know what I'm talking about, that's the closest landing on the PD. I think that's the PD. That's the closest landing to the PD I'm at. Or maybe not. I might be a little closer. It's right there by Francis Marion, where it goes over. I'm pretty close. That might be a little closer. I'm not sure about the one you're talking about. But like I said, I've never been on the PD, man. I've only crossed over that bad boy. I thought I just heard about that not a while back. Somebody did something in the PD, set some kind of record. Maybe here in South Carolina. Or something like that. I thought I remember that. Oh, quit spinning, jeez. Jeez, oh, pizza. Why I got that thing wide like that? I think I got a message. Dan, you still in here? I think I got a message from our buddy. Your Budro, man, like your pro staff buddy. He's talking about the Shaw, that Air Force Base 2. I think he messaged. I haven't opened it up because when I click on it, it doesn't bring it up. All I can do is read like a little part of it and where he sent me. It won't let me open his message. I'll try again tomorrow. My Facebook is stupid. Sometimes somebody will message me and it just won't do nothing. Won't do nothing. I'll click on it. It'll do everything but something. I don't know why it does that. Jordan. Oh, Jordan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm going to respond to him. I think he was talking about his buddy. Yeah, that's up there. He says he's talking about maybe coming down here for the summer. That'd be awesome. Come down. It's nice up there. I'll take him down on the river. Take him down there on the watery. Dan's like, no, you won't. Not before you take me down here. Do you sell those rods? Not like that really, man. I've built them for people. I'm building this for a good buddy of mine. You know, I build it more as a hobby thing. I don't really call it a business and sell them like that. I don't advertise them like that. If somebody's seriously serious about being serious about getting one built, like I say, I'll speak with somebody. We'll talk. We can talk and discuss it. We can discuss, what you're looking for, and if we can do it, which that won't be a problem. I can do anything, but talk price and all that stuff. That's pretty important. But a lot of times people ask me the prices, and I'm going to get online here again and get a real good idea at some of the supplies. I've had so many supplies that the only thing I know what it costs right now really is the blanks, because that's all I've been buying really, because I've have so much of a supply of everything else that I haven't had to buy anything for a while. So I need to look up and see what all the components are and everything so I can get an accurate number for people on about it'll cost to, kind of get a rod going and built. But we can discuss it for sure. Most definitely. Ooh. Wonder what old Steve's up to tonight. Wish I had buddies that would build me stuff. Like a house. Heck yeah, man. Ain't it? That'd be awesome. He was deployed with the guy that runs the shop. He was talking to me about coming down together. He gained sponsorship for the camp today after I got the call today. He can bring us. Man, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be so awesome, dude. Shoot, man. Shoot. Y'all just let me know. I'll take a few days off. Just don't come in between like June. I'll tell you, because I'll be in Oklahoma. June. It's up towards like the 20, somewhere around the 26th or something. End of June, beginning of July. I won't be here. And that it'd make me sick in my stomach if y'all come down whenever I wasn't here. Y'all came all the way down and I was gone. Y'all came all the way down, and I drove 1,300 miles the other direction. We'll coordinate that though. Frogfish, welcome. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. William Jones, appreciate you jumping in here, man. It's always a pleasure. You have a good night. You have yourself a good night, brother. Appreciate you, man. Here we go. Who's that? 2 more bands, and we got 2 guides on this bad boy. That's why I asked you about it being right there. Small world. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. Yeah. That's the lake that's my backyard, like you said. That's old backyard right there, lake, man. That's right in the backyard. I literally, anytime I go to Lake Wateree to go catfishing and go any kind of fishing or do anything, I put in 250 yards away from that recreation area. Yeah. That's awesome too. It's a nice place up there too, man. You got nice little cabins and the retreat and stuff. It's a pretty nice little spot up there. They got it going on. I know next door at the White Oak over there, Krim, he's a Timothy Krim, I think his name is. He's got his little bait shop there. I know he's got Ripping Lips Lures. I believe he's in there now. I haven't made it up there to go check him out. I'm gonna go up there and see if he is too. That'd be awesome if you got in over there too. Shoot, that'd be wild. 2 awesome bait makers that I support and that support me, coming right into the backyard. You know, even though the baits are in there, I'll still come direct. I'll still come direct to y'all. I'm a direct kind of ordering guy. I know you said you got that stuff done, Dan. You know how it is, man. You know what's up, brother. I'm ready when you are, man. You know the deal. Shoot me the invoice, but date it for Thursday. Oh shit. Date it for this day next year. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I am ready when you are, brother. It ain't no rush though. I know you gotta do some stuff and do other things. It ain't no big rush. It ain't no big rush because all them subscriber towels. I'm recovering from trying to finish getting up all these beanies and gloves out. Beanies and gloves will be in by August. I'm about to ship the rest of them out. I'm about to get them. I'm about to get those in. Yeah. Subscriber towels. I'm gonna send a couple out here and there. Everybody will have them by spring. On the subscriber towels. Gotta make you some of your color. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, them things be murdered. Them things murder the stripers. I don't know if I can use that word on the live, but that's what it does. Man, I still got like 25 or 30 videos I got to get off my camera. And I'm pretty sure, I know quite a few of them have me catching fish on Dump 'em Salt plastic baits. They might ban your baits in South Carolina, Bubba. Putting that too much of a, dent on the fish population. Dump 'em Salt plastic baits. They're as bad as a live scope. Catching too good. That's right. Oh, SC, DNR. They'll have an emergency meeting and be like, "Oh, well, we got to do something here." Ugh. All right. All right. Tighten it up. There we go. Oh, yeah. Final touches here, baby. Watch me cut the tip end off and I'll have to start over. I won't talk like that. Yeah, if you're in here, y'all make sure, and if you haven't liked it, tap that screen and like the page. Like the channel, I mean. I'm used to saying page. All I do is be on Facebook, man. Ooh. That ain't bad. It's not too bad looking, y'all. Them bands look like a B pattern. They do. They're not. I'm looking in the screen over there. It looks kind of yellow. These things are actually neon green. I don't know why they look yellow like that. They look pretty good. Boom. It's looking pretty good. It's got them nice stainless. I like the little stainless inserts in them. You see them stainless inserts look pretty good. They sit higher. They sit a good bit higher. I think I like that. Oh goodness, I don't know if y'all can see that, but they sit a good bit higher than the normal. Oh, I've gotten myself into a predicament, y'all. Okay, just come off back there. Ooh. That don't look too bad. That ain't too bad looking. The bumblebee. The bumblebee pattern. Don't be making fun of my fishing rods. Thumbs off. Making fun of my fishing rods. You know what I mean? Had one guy on here the other night tell me to cram this rod right up my backside. I ain't sure why that guy was so mean and mad. I don't know why he was so mean and mad. He jumped right in. He didn't even say hello. You know what I mean? It's like he wanted to violate me. He didn't have the decency to get to know me first. Good gosh, man. Rodman's, golly. That thread's a little bit thin. It's an A. A's pretty thin thread. Then you got like ultras and stuff like that. I was thinking bumblebee also. The old bumblebee. The stainlesses are nice. They don't groove when your line breaks in like the plastic. That's right. That's why I like the ceramics too. But it don't. Even the ceramic, even those will pit and groove. They'll pit as well. After long enough, they'll pit as well. The ceramics on there. You know what I mean? From what I've noticed, after a long time, it takes a while. It takes a long time, but they'll like the old plastics, be like the TMU. When you get the TMU, guides come. Them old Team You cheap guides. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. That's the only two guides I have to put on there tonight. On that stick. I'm not gonna put any more guides on it tonight. Stay on here. It's about 11:20. I'm gonna stay on here till about 11:30. I'm gonna do about an hour. I gotta lay down. We gotta go to. This weekend's probably gonna get blown all to hell because we gotta go to. We gotta drive 2.5 hours to a tournament, which is like a state. It's a state playoff for here in South Carolina. So it's a 2-day event up there, and it's damn near a 3-hour drive from here. So we're gonna end up staying a night up there. And so Friday night, I'm pretty sure. I know Saturday night, I think it's only Friday and Saturday. We should be back by Saturday night and stuff. Hanging out might go on Saturday night, but I know this weekend's gonna get blown out because we got to go out of town. And I'm not gonna drive 6 hours and round trip. Forget that. And then I'll be driving back, you know what I'm saying, that the tournament don't start till like 6 o'clock. It'll end at like 9 probably. So it'd be 1 o'clock by the time I got back home, 1 or 2 o'clock. I assume just stay in the motel, you know. That would be if we come straight back. So that'll end at 9. I'm not, you know, gonna come home, turn around and go back up there at 9 o'clock the next morning. That ain't happening. So we're just gonna stay the night up there. He's already gonna stay the night up there, but I'm gonna stay up there too. His wrestling team is gonna stay up there. I ain't going to that, man. So that'll be this weekend. That's how it's gonna get blown out a little bit. That's no big deal though. I mean, we'll get on and bull crap around Saturday night. I'll get some rod work done Saturday night probably. I plan on maybe this weekend putting some decals in. I got my dipping kit, but I ain't had time to mess with the dipping kit yet, really, y'all. It's kind of a little different. It's not the exact one I wanted to get, so I got to do a little more preparations before I get ready to dip this reel over here, but I got the reel ready to dip down in it. What I'm going to probably do is break down and buy a full-blown hydro dip kit, you know, which is, they're like 70, 80 bucks. I think I'm going to end up breaking down and buying one of those because the marble's nice, but it ain't nothing like, you can't do like, I can do like skull heads and lightning strikes and, you know, whatever you want to do on that. It ain't got to be like a marble. Like on the marble, you got to take and you got to swirl it and then you got to drop it in it. So I do have the kit in finally, but I haven't even got it really out of the package much. Just made sure it was all there and all and everything. But those are pretty sweet right there. I'm gonna go through and make sure I ain't missing nothing on these. It's real particular with these because with this neon lime green right here, it'll bleed through real bad. It'll bleed through if you don't watch out. So like me, we're gonna put we got them real good and tight, and then we're gonna put a good, nice coat of color preserver and thread sealer on it, like that, to make sure it holds that bright color that it has right now. That for some reason on there, I mean, I know I'm looking at my screen over here too on my tablet, but it don't look like it looks yellow on there. It actually does look yellow. And I don't know why. I did talk to Chris Cool and he's going anywhere. What was that? I missed that. Oh, okay, I got you. I can give him his if you want. Yeah, we can probably do that. Yeah. We can do that, brother. Most definitely. Dan, you can give Chris his and you can give you yours. Looks yellow here also. Okay. I don't know why it looks like that. It's actually like a neon. I mean, you can see, does that look yellow in there? That looks green. It's actually like a neon green. It's the lighting, I guess. I don't know why it looks yellow like that. I don't know why. I still haven't used my bobbin yet. Haven't used it yet. Here we go. Well, that's not bad for a two guides. How long have we been on here? About an hour. I mean, I've been bull crapping around, so about 45 minutes. Looks like you can do two guides fairly slow moving in about 45 minutes. And those are bigger guides, longer thread, more thread work and everything. But I can tell you, it seems that way. Got more thread work on it, but when you get down towards the tip, it's more tedious and it can take longer. I've spent an hour on one guide before. All right, Thumpum, I'm about to wrap it up too, man. That's right, Thump. Man, have a good night, man. I'm about to wrap this up too, brother. Appreciate you jumping in. Appreciate you jumping in, man. Appreciate you. Y'all, we're gonna get ready to wrap this live up. Appreciate y'all joining me on another little rod build adventure. Everybody, like I said, we got stuff in the future coming up. You know what I mean? Things going on here and there. This week's kind of tight, packed. Got a lot going on this week, so like I said, I've been able to jump on a little bit in the evenings for an hour or so, but hopefully this weekend I'm gonna try to hit them hard. You know what I mean? Do a nice little two-hour live, probably Saturday night. See you again later, man. Appreciate you, Tony. Appreciate you jumping in, brother. Appreciate you jumping in. Appreciate each and every one of y'all jumping in as well. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Tomorrow's hump day. You know what I mean? We're halfway through the week. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy it. Do whatever you got to do to make it great. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, like always, jumping in and checking us out. Until next time, BigSrod's, get ready to sign off.